You're sitting across from someone who appears to be the epitome of stability and reliability. A Taurus, born under the fixed earth sign. They exude a sense of calmness, a quiet confidence that's often mistaken for shyness or introversion. But what if I told you that this very same trait is actually a mask? A carefully crafted illusion designed to conceal their true nature. That beneath the surface of this dependable exterior lies a cauldron of emotions, simmering just below the boiling point. Their love, when it arrives, can be all-consuming, a force of nature that threatens to upend even the most solid foundations. But what if I told you that this is not romantic love in the classical sense? That Tauruses don't fall deeply in love like others do, with hearts overflowing and souls soaring. No. Their love is more akin to a possessive obsession, a desperate need to control and be controlled. It's a toxic cycle of neediness and resentment, fueled by a deep-seated fear of abandonment. You see, Tauruses are wired to respond to threats, whether emotional or physical, with a primal instinct for self-preservation. This is not love, it's survival. And when they're with someone they claim to love, they'll often resort to the same tactics they'd use to protect themselves from harm, manipulation, guilt-tripping, and even outright control. It's a twisted game of cat and mouse, where one misstep can trigger a catastrophic reaction. So, next time you're dealing with a Taurus, remember, their love may look like devotion on the surface, but beneath lies a cauldron of primal fury waiting to erupt as we explore the complexities of Taurus love. It's essential to acknowledge the core contradiction that lies at the heart of their relationships. On the surface, Tauruses are often seen as practical and down to earth, valuing stability and security in their partnerships. They're known for their loyalty and dedication, which can be incredibly comforting to those around them. But beneath this facade, Taurus is a deeply emotional and sensitive individual, craving intimacy and connection on a profound level. What society often misunderstands about Taurus love is the way it can feel suffocating or overwhelming to those who don't understand their needs. Tauruses crave stability, but that doesn't mean they want to be tied down or restricted. It means they need a sense of security and predictability in order to feel truly safe. They're also intensely emotional, which can sometimes manifest as possessiveness or jealousy, not because they're trying to control others, but because they're desperate to protect the person they love. The exhausting reality is that Taurus relationships require a delicate balance between independence and interdependence. Tauruses need space to breathe and pursue their own interests. On the other hand, they crave regular reassurance and affection from their partner. This can be draining for those who don't understand Taurus needs, leading to feelings of resentment or frustration. As a result, many Taurus partners feel like they're walking on eggshells around their loved ones, never knowing when they'll push the wrong button and trigger a reaction. It's a heavy burden to carry, and one that requires immense emotional intelligence and empathy from both parties. So, if you're in a relationship with a Taurus, or considering partnering with one, it's essential to understand this core contradiction and work together to create a dynamic of mutual support and understanding. As we delve into the complexities of Taurus's love life, it becomes clear that their capacity for devotion can be both a blessing and a curse. The breaking point often comes when they feel threatened or compromised in any way. For instance, if your partner is consistently late to dates, a Taurus may become withdrawn and sulky, as if the very fabric of their existence has been torn asunder. But it's not just the little things that can set them off. It's the big, insidious changes that chip away at their sense of security. Think of the scenario where your partner receives attention or affection from someone else. even if it's just a friendly gesture. The subtle shift in their gaze, the hesitant touch on the arm. It's enough to send a Taurus into a tailspin of jealousy and insecurity. They may become possessive, controlling, and even aggressive in an attempt to reclaim what they perceive as being rightfully theirs. But here's the thing. Beneath all this bluster and bravado lies a deep, seated fear that they're losing control, that their partner is slipping away from them. It's not just romantic relationships, where Tauruses struggle with letting go. It's also in their personal and professional lives. They have an unwavering dedication to their passions and interests. But if those are threatened or compromised, they'll fight tooth and nail to preserve what matters most to them. This stubborn determination can sometimes be misinterpreted as obstinacy, but it's simply a manifestation of their unshakable commitment to the things that bring them joy and fulfillment. As we delve deeper into the complexities of the Taurus individual, it's crucial to explore their darker defense mechanisms, for it is often in these shadows that we find the most revealing aspects of their psyche. You see, Tauruses are notorious for their ability to mask their true emotions, hiding behind a facade of stability and reliability. However, when confronted with threats to their sense of security or attachment, they employ a scorched earth policy, leaving a trail of emotional devastation in their wake. This toxic coping strategy is rooted in their deep-seated fear of abandonment and rejection, causing them to lash out violently against anyone perceived as a threat. Their attachment style can be incredibly possessive, with Tauruses becoming intensely jealous and controlling when they feel their partner or significant other is slipping away. They may use guilt tripping, gaslighting, or even manipulation to keep others in line, all in an effort to maintain their sense of control and security. But beneath this calculating exterior lies a deep-seated vulnerability, a crippling fear of being left alone and adrift in the world. When Tauruses are forced to confront this existential anxiety, they may resort to self-destructive behaviors or even lash out at those closest to them, leaving a trail of emotional wreckage in their wake. It's essential to recognize these toxic patterns and address them head-on when dealing with a Taurus individual. By acknowledging the depth of their emotional pain and the root causes of their defense mechanisms, you can begin to build trust and establish a more authentic connection with this complex and often misunderstood sign. As we delve deeper into the world of Taurus, it's essential to acknowledge that beneath their dependable exterior lies a complex web of emotions. Tauruses crave validation, but often struggle to express their needs effectively, leading to feelings of resentment and frustration. They have an innate desire for security and stability, which can manifest as a need for control in relationships, a trait that may be misinterpreted by others as possessiveness or jealousy. However, when Taurus finds someone who truly understands and respects their boundaries, they become fiercely loyal and protective. Their love is rooted in emotional intimacy, which they often express through sensual and tactile experiences. But beneath the surface of this affection lies a deep-seated fear of abandonment and rejection. This hidden pain can be a major obstacle to true connection, as Taurus may push away potential partners who don't meet their high standards. But here's the thing. Tauruses are not just passive recipients of love. They're active participants in the relationship dynamic. When given the opportunity, they'll stop at nothing to create a sense of safety and security for themselves and those they care about. So, if you're ready to unlock the secrets of true love and tap into your inner power, it's time to take action. Don't just sit back and wait for someone else to validate your worth. Take control of your own happiness. Subscribe if you want to master your true power and comment your sign.